regardless of how well Dak Prescott's been playing over the past month plus, until they go out there and show some type of redemption, man, it's going to be hard for me to say, oh, the Dallas Cowboys have really closed the gap. They got to do it when it counts.
Why aren't they in the same league, in your opinion, when you talk about the Niners and the Eagles?
Well, because they haven't proven that they can close, right? We talk about how the Cowboys have played and how they beat up on bad competition. But when we've seen them take a step up in class against the San Francisco 49ers, against the Philadelphia Eagles, they fall short. And listen, close only counts in horseshoes. So the fact that Dak plays well, but they lose, he hasn't found a way to beat a team when the other team has a guy over there that can raise his level of his team as well. And that's going to be the narrative, unfortunately, until Dak wins one of these games. I can remember when LeBron first came in and he passed to Marshall and he gave up the shot. They said he didn't have a killer instinct. He couldn't close. Dak has to prove that he can close. And that's the only way that he's going to erase this narrative. When you play for the star in one of these teams, the Yankees of football, that's going to get all the attention, the negative stuff that comes with it, if you don't, finish the job, that you're going to get criticized.
Okay, Mark.
Don't ask me. I got the bronchitis.
I got the bronchitis. Not the itis, but the bronchitis.
Take some tussin.
I can't even.
Put some tussin. Rub some tussin on that throat.
I literally need the inhaler. I think when you look at the 49ers, like they've always been the team to me that has stymied the Cowboys of late. And again, for these moments, when you talk about the Cowboys, I literally have no oxygen in my lungs, guys. When you talk about the Cowboys, I can't.
Oh my God. You ever seen that movie Broadcast News where the dude tried to do the news?
Brady's going to be like, these people can't come back ever again.
Lord have mercy. Harry, you got to save the show, my man. When we talk about the top teams here.
I got you.
And I want you to take a look here at a schedule. And the one team that we haven't mentioned, how about the Lions? Look at what the Lions got coming up. Now, they got the Cowboys at the end of December. You believe, though, if I'm not mistaken, Harry, that we could actually be talking about the Lions as the top team in the NFC. Tell us why.
Yeah, I look at their schedule that they have, and they do play the Cowboys at the end. But I think the brand of football that they play, we understand what their identity is. I trust Jared Goff at the quarterback position. I think this team right now is really playing some good football. Even though they didn't play their best last week versus Chicago, they found a way to win, right? We continuously talk about the Philadelphia Eagles, how they find a way to win when they don't play their best football. Well, the Detroit Lions have done some of the same things as well. But when you look at the top three teams in the NFC right now, Philadelphia Eagles, the Detroit Lions, and also the San Francisco 49ers, the common denominator is the physicality between those three teams. That's something I cannot say when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. And that's why I think, you look at those three teams and you look at Dallas, I like those three teams more so than the Dallas Cowboys right now because of that physicality that they can do, because they can run the football. Dallas can't rush the football right now. We don't know about that physicality, or we haven't seen it be upper echelon for this football team this season yet.
I know you smiling from ear to ear. What's up?
Yeah, listen, the Lions, when you build it the right way from inside out, it allows you not to have a top-tier quarterback, and it allows you to be a force multiplier like Mike Tannenbaum always talks about. And you talk about the Detroit Lions, you have to start with that offensive line and how they built this line over the draft. And then Aiden Hutchinson has come up. And the only thing that concerns me about the Lions is if you can take Aiden Hutchinson away, then you don't have somebody else that can generate pressure. But when you're able to burp the baby back there, like Jared Goff is able to do, Ross St. Brown, Jameson Williams is coming apart. And listen, if it wasn't about the season about C.J. Stroud, if it wasn't about Puka Nacua, we'd be talking about Laporta. They let T.J. Hawkinson go away, and he's a very talented player, Pro Bowl player, but he didn't fit their profile as far as being able to be a physical runner. Blocker. Laporta is a secret weapon for them, too, because you talk about the lack of high-level play from most of these teams, linebackers and safeties, and he's a mismatch problem. Whenever you can get easy throws, when you can block, Damon knows about it because at one point he was part of the best offensive line, and he was able to elevate Mark Sanchez. I don't want to put Sanchez in Goff because I think Goff is a much better quarterback. He's accomplished a little bit more than Mark. But he's a guy that's playing with a sense of urgency because he's been let go. And I love the fact that he has a story to tell, and he wants to be able to write this chapter and change and restore the roar in Detroit.
Well, we talked about the Cowboys earlier, and Dak Prescott in particular. Is he playing the best of any quarterback? And everybody says yes, but let's wait and see. The fact that when we talk about, who could be the top seed, Dak is playing the best quarterback right now. He's the best quarterback in this moment. And yet we're looking at the other teams, and I think that speaks to how we view the Cowboys and how the Cowboys have played of late, because the Lions have come out and they've built it the right way, to your point. You've looked, the Cowboys have always been talented, and yet the Eagles have surpassed them in their division. And I think that's the problem in Dallas.
When you can run the football and limit the possessions in a game, like the Lions can because of that run game, the physicality. And we talk about one of the best play callers, and I think he doesn't get enough credit. I think he's probably going to be the next head coach. When you talk about Ben Johnson, the fact that he didn't take a head coaching job because he wanted to finish the job that he set forth in the mission in Detroit says a lot about this organization and this team. They have lived up to the expectations. Unlike some teams that don't live up to the expectations. They had a lot of things going into this season. We all picked them, and they've exceeded expectations, in my opinion.